dad, just casually chilling on a hill. No, if you haven't noticed, this is the park you and Mom used to meet up when you were small, when you were young, apparently. We grew up here. I used to push me and Belle on the swings. You tied my cleats here. The amount of games I've had on this place, it's bringing me back. So I was having supper with Mom one day this summer, and she said something that threw me off guard. She goes, have you heard Dad's retiring from being a soccer coach this year? This is like beginning of the summer, and it just, first I laughed, and then it threw me off guard. It just, it couldn't be. You can't have my dad, you can't have Dino without soccer.
Well, I've been coaching with Dino in about 9 years now. You 12 and 13, that's when I first met him.
Dino's been my coach for 8 years.
I started playing soccer with Dino when I was 15 or 16 years old.
The journey probably started when I was, 5 or 6? And honestly, my life has changed because of this game. Since I started playing this game, it has been with me throughout my whole life. It's been what I've looked for after school, during summer, during the winter. It was honestly my second home. I loved playing with this team. Dino, the coaches, have such an impact on being part of this family that you've created.
I don't need to meet all the coaches in the world or even be your daughter to know you are the best coach out there. There's very few who take their teammates and treat them like family. Each and every person you taught, you care for them off the field, and that's a rare thing. I just want you to know you are the best coach out there. From the days you've tied my cleats to the morning spent in the Jersey hospital after beach soccer, all these memories are cherished, and for all the girls you've coached and all the parties you made sure lasted till midnight so you could cook up some aliol.
Sunday soccer, coming here just playing and having fun with everyone and having pasta. I don't know any other team that has pasta casually on the soccer field.
The reason I love playing soccer is because Sundays I got to wake up and play with my family. I never really liked playing with my friends, but if my dad was on the field, I enjoyed playing.
There was never any singling out with Dino. Everyone's always included, everyone is always welcome, everyone is always accepted, and it's awesome. It's a beautiful game, and he's a beautiful person, and we have so much fun on the field.
He's almost like Superman, right? He's this Superman figure. He loves everyone he coaches. He loves his kids, obviously. So he's like a Superman figure. He's always on the run. He saves everyone from boredom, I guess. But for me, it wasn't just that he was Superman. It was like, as soon as he got on the court, he was kind of like Clark Kent. He wasn't really Superman. He was just like himself. So, like, to me, he was more than just that Superman figure. It was just him being there for me.
Dino is the type of person that does not gonna put you down. He's not gonna yell at you. He's gonna encourage you. He's gonna make you see how to play the game differently, how to, better your style of playing. It's never to discourage you. It's never to put you down. Playing with Dino was something that was fun. It was something you looked forward to. It wasn't like, oh crap, I have soccer now. Like I really don't want to go. Like, oh my God, let me just stay home. No, like you always had that ambiance of bringing us all together and wanting us to be there. And that's the most important thing, is that you wanted us to play and have fun, and we did. You reached that goal. So for that, thank you. Your unique style of coaching was getting us all together, calming us down, bowing our heads, and saying a prayer. Personally, I'm not crazy religious, but for that unity, it made me feel like I was part of something, that we had the energy to make an amazing team, to make an amazing play, to make an amazing game.
He's definitely the most calm coach I've ever had compared to my father, who's not as calm. Dino was the perfect balance to have as a coach.
Calm, that's all I know. Calm, nothing bothers him. I only saw him mad once, maybe.
I remember the only time Dino got mad, I think this was like the only time he got mad, was Sarah Chanel and I were fooling around at practice, and we always like to laugh, and I think Dino knew that, but I think we were laughing a bit too much that day, and yeah, he snapped at us. I got real scared because that man doesn't get mad at anything, and he got mad at us, and I almost ran for the hills, I won't even lie, Dino. Any other time, he would just show so much compassion, so much passion for the sport and for the girls and for the parents, and that's all anyone can ever ask for.
There's a lot of great memories. Go to a specific tournament. I don't know where exactly the destination was, but I remembered that we won, and nonetheless, we got so we got our medals, we got our trophies, we're ready to take a picture, and we got this cake. And this cake was written Champion de Tournoi, and we all decided, or I don't know if I decided, but I just remember taking the cake and pushing it in the coaches' faces, and commenced a nice cake fight. So I think that was one of the best memories that will always stay with me.
Friday night soccer. My dad tells me all the time, Friday night soccer, events like those were never for him or never for me. They were always for the people around him. He said, bring whoever you want every Friday. Usually I'm not there, but he always says, bring whoever you want. And I remember the first time I ever went to Friday night soccer, he told me, come, see how it is. So I was like, okay, he's probably enjoying it, playing a lot. But when we got there, I noticed that he was in nets, and so I asked him, like, well, what are you doing in nets? And he's like, he wants the chance for everyone to play, and that's just the man he is. He's not selfish like I am. He just wants everyone else to play, and so he went in nets.
So each week we'd get together and we'd play soccer, and the older as we got, it became less about playing soccer and more about just having fun.
I remember my first game in Beach Blast, the Wildwood tournament. I remember, like, we're in the huddle, and he said, okay guys, let's have fun. We're here now, so let's make the most of it.
Another great experience, when we weren't playing, we were all together by the beach. After the beach, we'd go have supper together. It was always a family coming together, no matter what, from different backgrounds, from different schools. I always felt a part of something, which is the best experience that you could ever have.
After we won, and I was supposed to leave Myrtle Beach, and we were at his house until 1 o'clock in the morning, and I had to leave at 5. So that moment I will never forget, because I crossed the border, I don't even know what I did to the border. At the border, I was totally too much grappa. Yeah, that's what it was.
He used to tell us like how not to get injured before the game, because like it's sand, so it's like hard. And knowing me, right off the tip-off, I go 50-50 ball with this guy, and I go knee to knee, and I get injured, and I go to the bench, and my dad's like, great, obviously you didn't hear what I said in the speech. Like, what this means is, like, I never listened to him on the field or not on the field, and now I'm realizing that I should have listened to him.
He's just such a nice guy, keeps everything calm. When you want to coach a bit of competitive team, you have to be a little bit tough, so I think I inspired him on being up tough.
So what he's taught me that I could apply in real life is to stay grounded, to not get people under your skin. When I remember when we played against St. Michel, our rivalry team, and the girls would try to, you know, push you more or like maybe kick your shin, and you get so aggressive and you're like, oh my God, like I want to get her out of, like, I want to kick her legs out, you know, but he's always brought us back, grounded us. Girls, you play a clean game, you play a good game, you play a smart game.
I'm a yeller. I'll yell at anybody, but he's taught me to calm down. He's taught me to be kind. He's taught me how to support people and not criticize them and put them down.
No matter what the game or the situation of the game was, the score, he used to always tell us to put 200%, no matter if we're losing or winning, exhibition, playoff, whatever you do in life or on the field, you gotta do your best at it. And if not, it's just wasted time.
He has taught me to stay calm and focus. I was always a child that was full of energy. Okay, get the ball, go, or like run here, run there. You know, like not like just a ball of energy. Couldn't stay in one place. You know, and he's taught me to stay calm, relax, breathe. You get the ball, look up, see who you could feed the ball. No one's available. They're covered. Turn around and pass it back to the goalie.
Thank you, Dad, for everything you've taught me. What courage is, what loyalty is, to think before I act, as in to guard the opponent, to focus on the opponent and not the ball, to focus on where the ball is going and not where the ball is. You taught me that a good player, any good player is nothing without their team. That heart can win over skill. I mean, there were a lot of championships where, like President's Cup, where we were considered the underdog team, I think, and we always rose above. We weren't expected to win, but we had a good time and we usually won. Thank you for teaching me, most importantly, that stepping on that field, it should be a selfless act. Selfless act as in, once you're there for your team, no excuses, and never for yourself.
It was raining, and that was our best weather, was Spartan weather, pouring rain, like you were in a shower, and we still played our best, we still played our hardest, we never stopped. No matter what, even if the number was against us, that we were 7 girls on the field, 8 girls on the field, if it was the weather, nothing stopped us. We were basically an unstoppable force that you created.
The fact that he brought all the girls together and he's still trying to do so today is amazing.
I think if I were to bring it back to 1 year, it would have to be when we were playing like when I was 17 or 18 years old. I think we had the best time of our lives.
Definitely want to bring the OGs back together. It was the best years of my life with everyone, and I would like it if we all did this again, at least for 1 more year.
It was a great experience, a big part of my life. I know that when I have kids one day that I'm gonna force them into soccer, even though they don't like it. I say, too bad, I'm making you do this. Because honestly, it is the best experience that I've had thus far in my life. It's the best memory that I have. It's the best thing that I could bring to my next chapter in the future. I would do anything to bring the team back together. We were a big family.
All the memories won't be forgotten, on and off the field. That's why there's no end to this team. There's no end because you still are and will always be the greatest coach. I speak for everyone when I say that. I believe you impacted each person you've ever coached, from when we were 4 years old to 22. I mean, you coached some girls since they were 4, you've coached them since 16, but all of them you treated like family. There's very few that could do that. I just want to remind you that it was one hell of a run, and we're hoping it's not the end. yeah, I just want to thank you for the greatest soccer years of my life, and hopefully more to come. Love you, Dad.
So that's why, yeah, he brought the Gatorade. That's why I played soccer, because it was Gatorade.